Progress isn't all about the scale. I've trained people between the ages of 18 and 65, and this is a common mistake I see. By the end of the video, I'll have an assignment for you to make sure that you're seeing other ways you are progressing. Definitely stick around to the end. We have to redefine what progress is. You cannot just look at numbers and be too fixated on it. Weight loss doesn't measure everything that's going on. When you think about weight loss, it's basically just a number. You didn't think about how much fat you lost. Maybe you lost muscle. Maybe you lost water. You don't really know. So you cannot just base every metric of progress only by the scale weight or only by weight loss. Okay? Your health journey begins and will continue with how you feel mentally, emotionally, and physically. So you want to look at those type of wins as well. Not just how you look physically, but how you feel and how you're performing. We have to find other ways to celebrate success. And a good way to go about it is find things that aren't scale wins. Things like sleep. Did you have enough sleep? Did you wake up feeling rejuvenated? How do you feel throughout the day? Are you more energetic? How's your mood? How do you feel? Do you feel productive? Do you feel sharp? How do you fit in your clothes? In your clothing, I should say. Other things like your blood, your cholesterol levels, is it improving? If you do checks with your local doctor or anything medical related where you have to do checkups, is your stats improving in that way? So you can't just look at the number on the scale and think that everything means what it means based on the number going down. You need to look at different metrics. Mindset over metrics, like I said before, it's a mental, emotional, and physical thing. You need to look at all areas of your fitness. You can't look at somebody ripped on Instagram, for example, and automatically think that they're in great shape. But that person is more likely to be in shape than somebody obese. But I don't want people to take what I'm saying and use it against me. To be the most fit you can be, it has to be in all avenues, emotionally, physically, and mentally. So mindset over metrics. Your mindset shift is the transformation. We don't want this to be a thing where you're taking things to extremes. You're eliminating food groups, for example, to make a certain amount of weight. You're in single digit body fat percentage year round. Or you're never eating a particular type of food. I mentioned that before. Stuff like that. We need to find a common ground, an area where it's sort of gray, but you're progressing in a good way mentally, physically, and emotionally. Want to think about all these things. It's about building habits that last. Sustainability is the key. You want to be able to do what you're currently doing at 60, 70, 80. We need to start thinking to the next month and think more towards decades in advance. If you cannot do it when you're older, it's probably not something sustainable. It's probably habits that will not last. Think about all these things. Celebrating strength and endurance. Are you lifting heavier? Are you recovering faster? Of course, recovery, the speed, really is influenced by how you're sleeping, your age, things of that nature. But these are other things to also look at. You see what I'm getting at? You see how many things you probably missed by just looking at the number going down the scale, right? Are you lifting heavier? Are you lifting more efficiently? So there's so many things to look at. Body composition versus body weight. When you step on the scale and it gives you a number, you don't know how much body fat percentage you have. You don't know if you lost any fat. You don't know if you lost muscle. If you're losing muscle, for example, it makes keeping off body fat a lot more difficult. Did you think about that? So the number going down the scale, especially if it's going down quickly and you're not somebody obese, should concern you, because you probably could be holding a lot of water, but you also may have lost a lot of muscle that took a lot of hard work to get. And with more muscle, higher metabolism, less body fat. Right? So, again, you need to think outside the box when it comes to progress. Not only the number on the scale going down. Danger of scale obsession. This will lead to disorders when it comes to your mindset and when it comes to food as well. You create bad relationships with food. I've seen it in myself and I've seen it with multiple people I've coached. Over 100 people. I can say right now, stop obsessing over the scale. Obsess over small bits of progress in different ways. We need to think bigger, long term. Sustainability. The number going down the scale is not something that can be sustained. What if you stop losing a pound a week? Are you not making progress? Absolutely not. You're making progress in different ways that you may not be able to see because you're refusing to see. You're refusing to focus elsewhere than a number. Progress is personal. Don't compare yourself to other people. Social media makes it very difficult to focus on yourself, but I advise you to take things you see on social media as a grain of salt. Compare yourself to only previous versions of yourself. That's the best way to do it because people's situations are different, their body types, their potential, their fitness level, their goals, all that together plus circumstances. It's different. You can't compare yourself to another person, even your twin sister, your twin brother, or whatever you are. You have to compare yourself only to you. I said this, social media snapshots didn't show the full story or the full history. So you don't know anything about what you see on the screen besides what you see on the screen. The best way to be focused on where you need to go and get to where you need to go is focusing only on you. Focus on the things you've done well, the things you can improve. Everybody else, I hate to say it, doesn't matter. You need to focus on yourself when it comes to your fitness. It's personal. Encouragement and empowerment. Remind yourself that you're amazing. Okay? Your audience in this case is you. Remind yourself that you're amazing. Remind yourself how far you've come. Remind yourself also where it came from. What things you endured and overcame to get to this point. Stop with the comparing yourself, the defeating yourself because the scale didn't go down. You saw somebody that looked better than you. You saw someone that benched more, squatted more, whatever the case may be. You have to reinforce the things you've done to allow yourself to move forward to the next goals you set. Okay? So here's a good part of the video. I want you to take a couple of minutes, write a couple of things down that you've done well and be proud of it outside of the scale. So it could be you slept better. It could be that you took 5 to 10K steps in terms of walking, or you did something that is mindful. You did meditation or whatever the case may be. Take a couple of minutes, write the things down that you think you did well, reflect on it, and be proud of it. 3 things. That's what I want you to do. But other than that, that's it for the video. I created a group that basically helps people working 60 to 80 hours to streamline fitness without making it a hassle. You don't need to be in the gym every day. You don't need to make this your whole life. That's what the group is for. I teach you methods and things, and I have systems to help you navigate life and still be in great shape. So definitely check it out. It's in the description. Other than that, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.